Hello everybody and welcome to a week of Our Darker Purpose. I am JSmith and I am on the internet. Thank you very much for joining with me today. We are going to be playing Our Darker Purpose this week. It is basically an Isaac-like, so a rogue-ish, rogue-lite game. Action rogue game, I don't know. It's not a turn-based roguelike game, and it's not ASCII graphic as well, so I don't know. It's a fun game. It's a lot like The Binding of Isaac, except a little bit more heavy on, I guess, the storytelling aspect of it all. Basically, I've been able to spend probably a good 2 hours, maybe a little bit more than that. I unlocked a bunch of things. Well, I unlocked a few things, I should say. But when I was still in Australia then, now I'm back home in the States. I'm no longer in Australia. I don't have anything because apparently Steam doesn't save anything to wherever it needs to be. So here is us going to be trying to test this out here. There, I got this thing in the bottom right of my screen. I don't really like that. I think that will probably kind of take it out there. So anyways, let's start a new game. We are going to be walking on, or starting a new path here. So once I complete this first level, there will be branching paths, so I'll either be able to go like over here or over here. Either path is probably going to take us to a different place, different location, or at least something a little bit different than the other path that we could have taken. Pretty interesting way this kind of set up. I like that. Fun game. If you haven't seen or heard anything about it, Northernlion did his whole, like, let's look at, and so that'll probably be a little bit more informative than just my general ramblings of the game. But I think I like it so far. I'm going to be using this, this is my main character here. I'm going to be able to dodge certain attacks. That is basically going to be, like, the best thing for me, since it definitely adds a lot to my speed. Basically, I'm going to be using W, A, S, and D to move around, the arrow keys to shoot, escape for options, C for character sheets, as you can probably read right there on the screen. Let's go and investigate some of our this first level here. So one thing that you can immediately kind of appreciate about this game, or at least the thing that I immediately appreciate about this game, is the graphics. I think the graphics are really well done. I think they look great. You know, maybe it's not everyone's cup of tea. This is going to be the boss room right down there, so, you know what? I'm feeling squirrely. Let's go and fight the boss. If I beat this boss without taking any damage, I get some extra bonus credit, type deal, which I can use to give myself permanent upgrades, which is rather nice to have. Probably didn't need to fight the boss right away. If I found a mini-boss, what could have happened is I would have been able to potentially got a pretty nice item, and been able to fight the boss a little bit later, a little bit more easily. But I'm not too afraid of this guy. I think Frothy the Dragon, he's the starting boss, and in my quick look, or maybe it was first impressions back then, it's somewhere on my channel. I definitely have a video of Our Darker Purpose somewhere from a stream. But I do like this game. This is the original boss kind of person that was only available in the alpha, but I took damage. So every boss comes with their own like unique challenge, and if you're able to finish that challenge, you get some bonus points that you can you know, work towards unlocking permanent things in the game, as opposed to certain items that will only be unlocked in this particular run. Regardless, all these fire and flames that I'm trying to walk through aren't killing me too much. I did only get hit once, which is going to be really sad if I defeat this boss and I only got hit once, because I was really hoping to be hit 0 times, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Kind of got screwed a little bit there, but that's all good, all fine and dandy. So I defeated that boss. Let's go back up here. I am able to level up. So every time you level up, the game lets you choose between 2 different options here. Both names of different books. So the Red Badge of Courage and Hardiness. It was basically just the Red Badge of Courage, I think, right? And then Where the Chalk Cloud Ends. I don't know what that is. Like where the wild things are, where the chalk cloud ends. Not sure. Anywho, plus 50 life might be pretty good. 5% move speed bonus, double likelihood of a memory per room. I'm not exactly sure what that is double the likelihood of a memory. Oh, are those like the weird ghost things that happen? Let's get it. I have no idea what it does. Damage. Northern Lion talked me into this whole like glass tank kind of concept. It's not the damage. I'm eventually going to take damage over time regardless. But if I can kill things faster than maybe they can damage me, that might be the better of the choices than to hope and pray that I am able to sustain longer. Because in the long run, it's not going to be affecting me too much. If I take that damage, and if I'm not good enough, or if I don't do enough damage to kind of like counteract that, I'm gonna be constantly taking that damage. Although, I am a ding dong, and I can totally face the facts that I'm not that great at this game. But we'll see how well I can do eventually. Just some new characters here that we're facing off against. The person in all red, that is gonna be our mini boss, our champion, if you will. So he's going to be a little bit harder than his non-red counterpart. That kind of sounds a little bit racist, and I don't mean it, and I don't think it really kind of comes off that way. But if it does, then I guess I apologize for all the harm that I've done and caused you. I didn't really mean it. But in any case, I am going to murder this red bubbled man here. It might take a little while longer. Which is, it's kind of like the theme for this game, is that all the enemies seem to take a while to kill. And I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of that, but I understand that's the way it kind of works in some games. So, heal up for 20% of HP after each floor. That's really good, actually. So if I maintain this 80 life, then I don't have to... Well, I'm actually going to use this a juice box anyways, because it's going to help me out when I go to the next floor. Or why is the juice... Oh, because there's another juice box already on this level, so it'd be silly for me to not use it. The guys with the white spit bubbles, these guys, they're not too bad because my shots fire right through them, like they were arrows or something. I don't actually know. But it's pretty nice. The guys with the red bubbles, obviously, all my fires and flames that I'm spitting out in my hands, kind of just exploded on the first one that it hit. Didn't kind of go through as they would. All these weird desks kind of seem to talk to each other, which is kind of cool, kind of funny. If I'm able to actually catch the dialogue, oftentimes I just kind of miss it. Vending machines here. I don't have any coins. I didn't pick up any because I didn't see any. But they always have a juice box and I think disquieting draft. But then these last two items will always be just two different items, and they kind of go into what they do down in the bottom right side of your screen. So the Fedora of Crisis reduces all damage by 25% when under 25% life, and the Escher's Compass calculates angles, so it shoots ricochets. So anytime I would shoot something, it would kind of ricochet off and do more damage to the people that it hits, which would be great if I could afford it, but I can't afford it, so let's just move on down. To the next level. I am going to press Q and get my health up to 100. Grab this jukebox, get full juice box life. So every time I use the juice box with Q, that's going to heal me 20% or 20 health. But since I got that meat stick, I healed up to 100% anyways. I got a D. Ds are pretty common, I would say, at least for me. So let's see. We got the kitchens and the dining hall. The kitchen is worth 3 diamonds. I could basically exchange my diamonds for goodies at the end of this run. I'm gonna need a lot, so we'll see if I can eventually get there. If not, then no hard feelings. Or I can go to the dining halls. So let's see. They're generally the same flavor text. If you want to pause the video, go ahead and do that and read. I'll catch up later. But the only main difference I see is at the bottom here. So due to unexpected absence of several rooms that were here yesterday, this floor is smaller than expected. Could be good. On this one, the shrieks and yammering up ahead suggest its inhabitants have discovered and pillaged one of Edgewood's secret juice box cabinets. The good thing about that is constant jukebox will be on the ground. The bad thing about it is really not too much. In this one, the floor is smaller, which doesn't seem like it'd be that good. So let's go for the higher risk, higher reward. The more diamonds are going to be, up for grabs, I suppose, for this floor if I can survive. So I'm going to try to murder all these potheads. Oh, is that what they actually are? Potheads. Because they have pots on their head? Is that a thing? I don't really know. but it'd be interesting to find out. There is a jukebox, a juice. I'm not going to be able to not say jukebox. It's going to happen. My brain is just made to sing Jukebox Hero over and over again, and I cannot help myself sometimes. But in this room, I'm going to be trying to focus on this champion right here. There are some people throwing glass at the ground. I don't want to be hit by them, but I did. But it wasn't worth that much health. Should be able to clear this guy up, no problem. In here is Fragile Bunny. Max resist after taking 120 damage. So that's amazing. I really, really enjoy this particular item. Having that resists really helps me out. Eventually, I'm going to take 120 damage, and it's going to go away. But until then, the damage that I would get is significantly reduced, which is great. But as always, going to be focused on trying to stay out of these guys' way and hopefully still be able to do damage while they also don't hit me. So if we could do that, make that happen, that would be amazing. If you didn't want to stand behind that pot of gross stuff, I would be a big fan of that. Or you could just stay there too. You know, whatever you want to do with your life, Mr. Weird Man. Let's get out of this room. Heads up. Is that I don't know. Things just talk to me, evidently. I don't get it. Trash cans. Want to kill these. Don't want to get hurt by them, though. So let's get this underway. Well done. And on this side, we've got some more. Can I hit them without being hit myself? Yeah, looks like I could hit this one. And over here, I should just be able to simply avoid this trash can. I don't think he's going to cause me too much of a problem here. And we've got some more juice boxes basically everywhere. Don't need them right now, but I'll come back and get them as necessary. Or if they'll ever be necessary. Careful of all these bubbles. Who is blowing all these bubbles? Stop it. Just cut it out, dude. Get your saliva under control. I don't need that stuff in my life. Alright, down here, our first weird little penny currency, I think. Unless I missed some, which, you know, it might have actually happened. I'm not the most observant of the people in the world. In here is basically little lightning bolt damagers that will do a ton of damage. Well, a decent amount of damage to me, I guess. But it will also damage these jello blobs that are chasing me. Is it worth it? I don't know. Maybe. I guess. But it's also pretty easy to take these guys down the old-fashioned way, just like that. So, an unbearable interest of being. I'm not sure what book that's trying to be in. The Gangs of New York, I imagine, is the Gangs of Edgewood. I'm not sure. But let's take a look at it. 10% move speed. Bonus tokens earn 20% interest at the end of the level. That's pretty good. And 20% damage. Yes, I would love plus 20 damage. We'll see. Hopefully that'll be great. So I've got more defense and also higher damage as well. So we'll try to make that work for us as best as we can. Still got 90 health. Oh, didn't realize this was the end here, but I should be able to manage this boss fairly okay. As long as I stay out of his line of sight and into and behind this kind of glass barricade that he causes, I should be fine. He's going to take a while to defeat, I'm sure, though. So we'll try to get him under control. He kind of looks like an otter, doesn't he? Like some weird dragon otter. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Stay out of... Oh, God. Stay out of danger, Josh. Danger zone! Yeah, so Sudsy is going to take a little bit of a while. How about I use this chalk dust? Hopefully that will kind of go his way. No, didn't use it close enough. So chalk dust is kind of like bombs in the Binding of Isaac, I suppose. Might be a good way to describe them. They kind of have this area of effect. Can do some significant damage, but they also have a mind of their own. So, oh, come on. I was pressing like A, W, and S at the same time there. Kind of messed my character up. Alright, let's see what I can do about Sudsy here. I guess Sudsy is made up of... What is Sudsy? Is he like a washing machine? If so, that's pretty cool. Where am I... Oh, there is no way I was going to just make it through there. The good thing about this is that I have that, excuse me, the damage resist. So although I am, taking some damage from Sudsy here, it's not too much. And I'm able to still take him out. Gosh, darn it. It's so disappointing myself when I'm hit by such, like, dumb little things. Like this. Oh, no, come on. There we go. Still alive, still kicking. Like the floating little eye, like it's like the Peep's eye or something like that from Isaac. Just wish it wasn't here. But I guess the boss would be a little bit easy if that was the case. So I'm going to use one of my juice boxes, get up to 94 health, and continue looking for some more rooms to possibly get some more health and whatnot as I go on my journey to the bottom. This looks like it's going to be the end of the floor. I'm really interested to see what like the shorter floor would be like, because this is already a fairly significantly short floor. But that is going to be that. What I will do is head down here, use my juice box, grab that juice box, and head towards the next exit. Don't think I missed any room, so let's just get a move on and get up and get down. Jump around. Oh, look, and I even got a C, which is great. A lot of times I just end up with D's. So base credits earned for report card bonus +2. Wonderful. That's great. Now I can go to the Lori Culinary Halls of Somnambulance, or I can go to the Accusatory Kitchen. So 7 versus 6 in rewards. This is a power struggle. What's that? You can't help but notice the walls are covered with campaign posters. It seems there's a lot of potential leaders up ahead. So sounds like more champions in here, which is more items. But this one is worth 7 rewards as a total, which is pretty nice. I probably am going to go with the items. I think those might be important, or at least a little bit interesting to me. So let's test that theory out. This room kind of sucks butt with this whole flame thing kind of shooting out at me over and over again. But for these ladies, they're not too much of a pain in the butt to take care of here. So that was quick, easy, and relatively painless. Now to the slime blobs. Let's take these guys out as fast as we possibly can. If that would be a thing, I would love it. Kind of stay my distance. Trying to get them to be close to these weird poison things as much as possible, because those definitely do help me out. Might not be as much as I want, but anything is better than nothing, especially if they're all like bundled up together. Makes me feel a little bit more at ease that I can kill them with just like, an easier way of killing them, I suppose. Keep them all corralled under one roof. I think I've only got the one coin, yeah, so I can't even buy anything. What did it have up to offer, though? Let's check it here. Annoying metal puzzle, 30% slow on hit. That would be amazing. And attack also creates bubbles, which sounds pretty cool as well. But I don't have 15 coins. Like I said, just the one, unfortunately. But back in away I go to the way I came. And where is that going to lead me? I do not know. Hopefully to certain victory, but we'll find that out shortly enough. As soon as I get through these 2 rooms. I haven't seen any champions yet, which is a little weird. I thought I'd see, a little bit more, but, maybe I'll find 2 rooms in a row with champions, and that will be it. Oh, yep, kind of saw that coming. Just a little bit too slowly, though. Oh, well. Come on, shoot the blobs. I hate that I can't hit them when they're in the air, but they can hit me when they're in the air. Alright, let's go up here. And rolly guys. I hate these guys a whole lot. And they've even got fire in here as well, which is a double dose of, like, what the fuck. So, wow. Okay, this is terrible. Let's try to just take these guys out as fast as possible. If I get hit, I, can't really care too much. Or at least that's what I'll tell myself at night when I'm, crying into my pillowcase. So 82 health. Oh no. Oh no. This guy is going to be bad news. Well, almost bad news. Mediocre news. He's just like, I don't want to fight this guy right now, but he's really not too bad. So what he does is he shoots out this annoying, like, poison cloud. But what the poison cloud does is reverse my controls for temporary time. So max crit chance, destroy after taking 90 damage. That's pretty good. I can't wait to test that out. Let's not take any damage. How about that? And I wonder if that damage kind of stacks with my blocker mechanism. So I'm actually going to use my juice box right there, get up to 100 health, and try to find my way to the boss room, hopefully. Okay, so there were actually 2 champions on this, which is great. I love fighting champions because that gives me more opportunity to get boop a doop doop boop boop items when I really couldn't afford them this time anyways. Oh, this is a good item. I really like this item. This is the journal or something? What is it? Oh, it's my manuscript. That's it. So if I press E now, my next 3 shots will actually just be journal entries flying out. Like, it's almost like a shotgun compared to a rifle, and I'll show you what I mean through here. So using these, being able to get critical strikes and killing these guys like in this fashion is super beneficial to me. There is a relatively short cooldown. It's only, let me check at the cooldown. 8 seconds, so that's really good. Cooldowns don't go through doors, so even if I went through here and had the cooldown to face, it wouldn't actually affect me because he would wait, cooldowns. Oh, yeah, because they don't go through doors. You don't have to worry about killing something and not having it work. I want to use that. Oh, going through a room, I should say. You know, every once in a while you gotta, you know, face cooldowns. They're a necessary part of this life that we face. I want them to die. Thank you. Now, this person has turned into 2 beasts, so I want to be cautious of them. But it looks like he did get some health here, which is bad. Now I've got to. The reason that I'm fighting off all of these weird little potion doohickeys, little blobs, is every time that they go to the cauldron of the yesterdayers, it heals them up like a crazy amount too. So if I focus on killing the second helping, what that does is actually help me out, and I am able to get more of those diamond points from it. So what I've faced so far in all these chapters, in Chapter 1, I've never got to Chapter 2 just yet. But this just kind of gives you a lowdown of what you can kind of expect from like all of the bosses and a little bit of the backstory and everything too, which is pretty cool. So if you want to pause the video and kind of stop and read any of these, you're more than welcome to. But I am going to be continuing on. One thing I will do is take a look at the map here. It doesn't look like I can afford anything. If I press C, I have 5, so I could get. Oh, I have that item that brings me up to 20% health every floor. So I don't necessarily need to go back and get that, buy a juice box and waste that, and possibly waste my money. So let's just go down to the next floor here. I got a C on that floor. 6 and 3 makes 9. Add the 6 and the 9 together, and you get 69. Obviously, 9 out of 10 students achieve better on their first try, says the administrators. Now, we're going to the final level of the first chapter here, I guess. It is tough. I've never been able to defeat it, but, oh, looks like we're leveling up. So, the Dark is growing. Not sure what book cover that is. Minus 20% move speed, plus 20 juice box capacity. Could be useful. And as I lay dying, I get stronger, plus 10 attack speed, deal 30% more damage when below 20% life. I don't plan on being 20% below life very, very long, and I would rather have juice box capacity, I think. So, you know, I'm a little bit slower, but I can heal a little bit more if I have that potential. Maybe it might not be the best choice, but is the choice that I'm going with. I didn't realize I can hurt those blocks, or maybe it wasn't me that hurt them. Maybe it's just good opportunity from those clouds. Oh, scheisse. If I could just kill this guy. Why does it sometimes... Like, the hitboxes in this game are kind of wonky, I want to say. Like, sometimes those things seem to break, and other times they don't. The things I'm talking about are the globes that the guy is throwing out there. I don't think that I can reach him. Why can I not reach him? Oh my god, and his clouds of smoke dust are just annoying. There, finally dead. Now I've got to wait for these smoke clouds to go away, and that upgrade actually helps me right off the bat by giving me full capacity. Oh shit! Full capacity of juice boxes, which is great. So oh my, wow. Okay. Let's see if I can. Oh, okay. So those guys went down pretty fast. I'll grab this. Let's get some full health, and I'll go up here and grab this juice box as well. Juice box, juice box, juice box, juice box. And we'll see what I can do in the next room. That is a weird thing. Not... Okay, good. I can avoid that. I was worried for a second that I might actually be trapped by his cloud right there. But we're good. And although he did managed to hit me, so I am confused, trying to walk in a different direction. +1 chalk, coin drop spawn, friendly clouds. Okay, so great. That might help me out, but I think... Oh, shoot, I hate this. Is this a boss, or what is this? This is just a room. Press F to open. Yeah, I'd love to. Press F to pick up. Enemies shatter when destroyed. Oh! Alright, that was just an item room then, I guess. Which is great. You don't really see those too many times. But enemies shattering is going to help me a lot. What that does. Let me just see if I still have... Yeah, I still have all my equipment. Enemies shattering. When they shatter, there's kind of like projectiles that will blow up out of them all. And I'm really hoping that is going to help me out. Because I need all the help that I can get right now. Okay, so... Chalk Cloud Man, you are just a butthead, and I don't want to be part of your friendship land anymore. So you will die, your Chalk Cloud will go away too, and I can leave this room happy as a clam in mud. What? That's a pig in mud or something, or a pig in shit? I forget the expression. But regardless, I'm going to be happy that you're gone. And I'm going to go through this. Oh, butts. Just go up through this room. Try to avoid being hit by the hands. And there we go. Now, do I go fight the boss right now? Or try to get something else? Maybe? Let's see what this hand does. You know what? No, let's go. Alright, I'm convincing myself to just... What am I convincing myself of? Let's go fight the boss. I've got 97 health. Let's do it. It's going to be tough. So I've got to defeat this building, essentially. But the building is going to be knocking or just kind of spawning people that I don't want to, or I do want to kill, but are generally very hard to kill. Not so much right now, but when he starts spawning these things, or these guys, that's when it becomes more of a hassle for me. So what I can do is try using my shotgun blast to get through them. And see what I could do. I am doing a lot of damage to it, surprisingly. The first time, I did not have quite as much luck. I've got some pretty good item drops this time, which makes it pretty nice. I don't know what the hell was going on there, why my person was shooting those in the wrong direction. That is a little bit annoying. I don't know who this lady thinks she is, but she's mad at me. I want to use one of my... I want this lady to die. I think that's what I need to focus on the most here. Oh, those things were just bouncing off the fortress. I see. Alright, let's get some health. I'm glad I decided to go with the 5 health thing. I wish this little nerd wasn't following me. Get out of here, little nerd. Thank you. Alright, shotgun blast. The fortress. Let's kill it. Let's get it down. Oh my god. Gonorrhea lady. Get out of here. Whew. Okay. And these things are still shooting off in like all the directions. Do they die? Are they gonna die? Do they live forever? I guess I'll never know. Oh my god. I have 9 health. And gonorrhea is still alive and kicking. So, I met my demise in Edgewood. That's such a frustrating boss battle. Alright. You have perished. Maybe that's just the reason that it is a boss battle. I don't know. You have perished in the halls of Edgewood, and some flavor text didn't allow me to read them. What I can do right now is check out my class schedule. So, what I can do here is unlock one of these. So I have 1 period left. I can equip this, and what it's going to be able to do is offer me these whispers. So 1 period to equip, gain 20% extra crit chance when near an enemy. So that's pretty great. It did take away all my tuition to equip it, but it's better to have it than not have it, I feel. I can go to these counselors. I don't have anything. Well, I could leave credits in there, and eventually they can give me items or some sort of bonuses, but it kind of takes a while for that to kind of rack up. So there's my current progress. That was episode 1. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm JSmith, and I'm on the internet. Find me here every single day. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll check you guys tomorrow for another episode of Our Darker Purpose. I'll see you then. Later.